Hello and welcome. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Wednesday, May 20th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, first off, a big thank you to everybody for sharing these videos, for liking them, for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate your support. I also wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who's purchased my novels, Nick's Awakening and Anaconda, the first two books in my Ghost Oracle series, featuring a 16-year-old boy named Nick who reads tarot and sees ghosts. I've received a few email messages recently asking me when the third book is going to be out, and I'm in the final editing stages now, so you should be seeing its release in about 3 to 4 weeks. Fingers crossed. I've already written the fourth book in the series, and the fifth book is in progress. So, anyway, on to today's draw. So this week we continue working with the new Palladini tarot, created by the talented artist David Palladini. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Hermit, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So have you been indulging in a bit of a alone time or me time recently? Well, it's time for that to come to an end, if our first card, the Hermit, is any indication. So the Hermit is typically a card of solitude, but given that this earthy card is ill-dignified by the air card next to it, this suggests to me that it's time to move actually out of solitude and back into your community. It's time to disengage yourself from isolation and to say hello once again to the hustle and bustle of life. Now this card is further reinforced by our second card, the Six of Swords, a card that generally depicts moving away from something, and in this case that something seems to be solitude. Perhaps you've been going through a rough patch in recent days and have distanced yourself from others, or maybe you've been so involved in a project that you've neglected the people around you. Now, though it can be refreshing to take a breather every now and then, there comes a time when we have to re-involve ourselves in society, to reconnect with our tribe, as it were. So just as the two figures in the boat are leaving their troubles behind, so too can we move from whatever it was that was keeping us in isolation. So once we make a conscious decision to get re-involved, we might find ourselves once again enthused, pumped up, and excited, as depicted by our last card, the Knight of Swords. Now perhaps there's an issue or situation that's vitally important to you that's dragging you out of your seclusion, or maybe you have a new idea that's been pounding at your brain that you're just dying to put into action. Now, whatever it may be, this young knight asks you to charge in with the knowledge that we can make a difference in our world, that the world needs those special talents and gifts that only we possess, talents that the universe can express through us. So once you get back in the swing of things, it should be pretty smooth sailing, and soon you'll feel relieved that you've made the decision to get involved in your community once again. So how can you reconnect with your tribe today? So the message for these three cards is: it has been said that solitude is creativity's best friend, and solitude is refreshment for our soul. But our greatest work often comes with the help of our community. So today's advice card comes from the Chronicles of Destiny fortune cards, and the card drawn randomly from the deck is number 44, Ruler of the Realm. So the Ruler of the Realm card is an excellent card to support this idea of reconnecting with our community, as this card is associated with organizations, government, churches, institutions, or in other words, all those things that make up our community. So you might be hearing the call to join or to become involved with some sort of institution, group, or organization today to connect with like-minded folks. You know, by nature, we are not solitary creatures, and eventually we hear and feel the call to become part of something larger than ourselves. So today might be the time to finally heed that call. And that is your daily tarot map for today. Again, if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd click the like button below. And also feel free to visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you can book an email reading or a phone or Skype consultation with me, as well as find out more about my work. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.